What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 6, episode 16. I am Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
And so another week of As the BS returns.
So, first, we have some house cleaning. You go first.
Okay, so the first thing is I want to make an announcement about Dannie B Speaks. So it is not really, well, I guess it is an announcement, but people always come, they're like, we love your podcast and everything like that, but when are you doing the true crime again? When are you doing, the other podcast, and there are people surprisingly that still like to read.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and I haven't wrote a blog in probably about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, like I have so many things that I want to write that I just haven't finished. I have like all these short stories that I started, I haven't finished. I have, I'm not really into the opinion pieces anymore, which is what Dannie B Speaks mainly started as, was just like me stating my opinion. It was an
Right.
extension of my Facebook posts when I used to care and post more,
Mm-hmm.
more
We've
things,
gotten
whatever.
that old. We have. Yeah.
Listen,
We no longer care.
right.
Yes.
And I started the DannieBSpeaks.com website back in 2011 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like I had some really good stuff on there, but then something
Mm-hmm.
happened with the website,
The hosting
the
company. I
hosting
remember
company,
that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically wiped it all out and they
Right.
couldn't find it, get it back. So, I just started over and then I just wasn't really into it like that. Like I
Right.
loved writing, whatever, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. I built my website. I had like the cover page and everything for it. I had all this stuff that I had planned to do. And then, life just happens and it just like wasn't really like a forefront,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I started like stepping back from my podcast and the true crime podcast, and it's like actually have episodes recorded, but I just haven't put them out, and I don't know
Right.
why. So anyway, I say all that to say that I am shutting down the DannieBSpeaks.com website, the one that's up now. But I am starting a new one. It's still going to be DannieBSpeaks.com, but I'm just going to just
Like
forget.
a
Yeah,
refresh.
like a refresh,
So,
exactly.
not necessarily walking away,
Y-
just refreshing,
Right. And it's
like a rebranding, as they would
exact.
say.
There you go. That's exactly what I
Yeah.
was going to say. So it's just
Yeah.
rebranding. So this website is going to have like I want to feature other writers. Like say Keisha wants to write something, and she wants to put it on there. She can do that. And then let me see what else. Just that's somewhere I can just host my own stories and things because they have other websites
Right.
out there where writers can put their own stuff, but I still want to have control of my stuff.
Right.
So that's what the website's going to be.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So
That's exciting. That's
yeah, it's just
exciting.
a whole rebrand, and there may still be some think pieces on there. There still may be some opinion pieces on there every
Right.
now and then because you know how we are.
Right.
But yeah, so it's going to be a rebranding. I have been working on that because like I was having trouble finding the podcast editor because I was like I got so much shit up because I just have like things that I've wrote. I have
Right.
GarageBand up, like going through old podcasts that I have recorded. See if they're still relevant, whatever. But yeah, the podcast with the solo podcast will be coming back. Keisha and I will be collaborating. We already have a couple true crime ones that we want to do.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
This is
so
good.
yeah, so that's what's going to be happening there. So the DannieBSpeaks.com that's up now will be gone. I've canceled everything with my host, and there we go. So I'll be starting a new one pretty soon. I'm still doing some behind the scenes stuff, but yeah. So
Absolutely. Well, that's good. That's exciting
yeah,
news.
so that's my life right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All
now
right,
the
now into the
podcast.
podcast. So first, I wanted there's so much going on, of course, but first let's talk about David Justice real quick.
So this week, David Justice did like all the podcast bros do and went and sat down with Matt Musty Barnes
mm,
and decided that he wanted to talk about his marriage to Holly Berry.
30 years ago, mind you.
And I'm glad you suggested this. Um, because what people who we know, I want to say that. I
Mm-hmm.
want to make a specification. We were born in 79 and 80.
Mm-hmm.
we were actually raised in the 80s, raised in the 90s. So a lot of the stuff that what I'm noticing about people who were celebrities back then, this generation gives them an opportunity to retell a story
Mm-hmm.
or to rewrite history, I
Yeah.
should say.
There you go. Yeah.
And you go ahead and say what you want to say about David Justice.
Okay, so for people who don't know, like we said, David Justice and Halle Berry were married in the early '90s. David
Mm-hmm.
Justice was this huge baseball player,
Mm-hmm.
superstar with
Mm-hmm.
the Atlanta
For the Atlanta
Braves.
Braves.
And
Mm-hmm.
Halle
Mm-hmm.
Berry was, mind you, a young, early 20s, up and coming. Now, I don't know how, I don't think that there's much of an age difference between them, but there's an age
No, I
difference.
think they were around. I think they were
They
close
were
in
close in
age,
age, but
but
he
she
was,
was not the Holly Berry that we know today. Like she's gorgeous. She's always
exactly,
famous.
right.
Because was Strictly Business was probably her movie back
Mm-hmm.
then.
Yep,
So she
yeah,
was always the it girl,
right.
but she wasn't the Oscar winner like
She's not the
Holly
Halle
Berry.
Berry today, of course.
Right, right.
So, so they were married, and the marriage didn't last. There were a lot of rumors about their marriage. Halle Berry came out in a story saying that one of her exes, she didn't specify as a boyfriend or a husband at the time, but that she was in an abusive relationship, and basically she's half blind. I mean, I'm sorry, half deaf
Half
in one
deaf.
ear.
Mm-hmm.
So for
Yes.
years, people thought it was David Justice. He never really said anything because because he was
Mm-hmm.
still playing, so he didn't have to, really make, a spectacle of himself and or anything like that. But
Right.
he did
Mm-hmm.
eventually come out and defend himself and basically said that was Wesley Snipes that did that, and
Mm-hmm.
that was before they got together. So anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
they've had history. Of course, they were married, but they weren't married that long. So anyway, fast forward to 30 fucking years later. I guess, of course, like you said, he was on Matt Barnes' podcast. And, of course, they're going to bring up Halle Berry because why not? She's Halle Berry. So,
Mm-hmm.
his marriage to Halle Berry. So he basically tries to downplay it and everything and, make it seem like it wasn't all that, which it may have been. We don't know about their marriage, whatever. So, but, he said that he didn't really see a few, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said he really didn't see a future with her because she didn't have like the motherly instinct, whatever, and all this other stuff. She didn't seem like the mothering type. So, of course, Halle
And
Berry.
specified
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
because she didn't cook,
Yeah.
because she didn't clean,
Yes.
and she wasn't motherly, so he couldn't see having children with her.
Right. So that, yeah. So Halle Berry, of course, in her glory, she just had her birthday the other day. Our girl from Cleveland, Ohio, got in
Hmm.
her petty with laying in bed next to her a fine ass man, Van Hunt, singer Van
Fine.
Hunt, and basically said, um, and I'm
Oof.
yeah,
She said, phew,
oof,
cooking,
cooking,
cleaning,
cleaning, mothering,
mothering.
and that was it.
Are you serious? Like,
I mean, are you like really like are y'all
now he
niggas
may not have been the one who made her deaf. I do believe that
right?
was Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
But I would almost 1,000% positive he put his hands on
he
her.
did.
And I'm
Yeah,
almost positive she got on Oprah and talked about
she
this.
did. Yes.
Because I was an avid Oprah watcher back then.
Yeah.
He definitely was physically abusive.
Right, and that's one
So
of the
for you
reasons.
to come on to TV, and that was the problem I had with it, and
Mm-hmm.
have the audacity, the litigated nerve and gall to get on a podcast or any form of media. I don't give a damn if he was on a walkie-talkie,
That part.
and bring yourself in here and say that you didn't want to be with what is widely considered the finest woman in the world.
Period.
Jay-Z said, don't never go Eric Benet. Don't let the finest woman in the world get away. Uh,
Okay.
and you to sit here and say because she didn't cook, clean, or mother, which I don't know how you had a proof of that because y'all didn't have no kids,
That part.
but that was like, and you was knocking her upside the head.
I mean,
Talk about that. That's why y'all not together.
exactly. Thank
That
you.
lady tried to kill herself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm almost positive that she got on Oprah and said she took that dog in that garage and was sitting in there with the car running.
She did.
So I don't know what is wrong with these men.
I don't know.
That was really like puzzling to me.
Yeah, it was.
And that's why I said these people who were out in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
in the 80s, they have the luxury of these new people Because, after you born after a certain year, I call you a new person. Because I
Yeah.
don't even consider y'all human half the time. These new specimens, see, you can tell them anything and they can believe it. They don't research nothing.
Right.
They just go off of whatever people post and they believe it. That man is an abuser.
Yes.
He wants to paint himself in this light like, oh, she ain't, because what you going to do? What that lady say? That's negging. You want to downplay her to make yourself seem like, to downplay her accomplishments, downplay the woman that she is, to say, oh, yeah, she may be Holly Berry, she may be fine to y'all, but to me, she couldn't cook and she didn't clean.
Right.
While I was whooping her ass. Don't leave that out, though.
Yeah, because he didn't mention anything about that. And I think
if you want to talk about cooking and cleaning, talk to me about why you was beating her ass. What did she do so bad to make you knock her upside the head?
That part.
I can't stand that.
I can't either.
Listen, I commented on it when he said it. Somebody got back in the comments and got smart with me.
Oh, there we go.
Jesus had delivered me.
There we go.
Because I erased my comment because I couldn't figure out no more words without cussing. So I came off of their period.
Sometimes you just gotta do that.
I got to bow out gracefully now. My mouth has been on a strict, So I'm trying, Lord. Lord, see, I'm trying.
Well, praise the Lord. Good for you.
Listen, because baby, that person commented was like, you don't know that wasn't him. And I looked at that comment for about 20 minutes and said, and I got the typing and I said, no, I can't figure this out without cussing. So let me come off of here. Let me come off of here altogether.
Yeah, let's just come off the whole post. Let's just
because it's gonna be trouble. Yeah. It's gonna be trouble around here.
Yeah, because you would have still been commenting.
The thing. Hold on, and I put a comment up. I said, "What year were you born?" Like before I get started, what year was you born?
Thank you.
Then I looked at that comment for a little while and I said, come off of here. Come off of here.
Yeah.
Because this gonna go left.
It ain't worth it, Miss Silly.
It ain't worth it, Miss Silly. Don't trade places with me. It ain't worth it.
Okay, that part.
Listen. I came off of there, honey, because these new people, I'm telling you, they don't have the Nat's brain.
Yeah.
Nat's got more sense than they do.
That right there.
Somebody told me a long time ago, when people tell you want you to look over here, it's because they don't want you to look over there. Because why did you bring that up?
Thank you.
Because you don't want us to ask about you punching her, huh?
That part. And if I'm if I'm not mistaken, now that you brought up the Oprah interview, I think that's when because he was trying to downplay everything that went on between them, the abuse. And I think that's when he was trying to be like, well, I'm not the one that that made her deaf in one ear or half deaf. I want to, deaf in one ear because that was Wesley Snipes. Because he sure did, he cleared himself with that.
He said it was Wesley. She ain't never said that.
Thank you for saying that because she's never confirmed that. He's the one that said it was Wesley Snipes. Yes. Yeah. Because you sure enough tried to put that on him, on Wesley, and, but you never said anything that you did, even still today.
You didn't talk about the 4-knuckle shuffle you was handing out.
I mean, come on now.
I'm taking this why, oosh.
Child, but yeah, I had to talk, because when I saw that, I was just like, what is Hallie doing now? I was like, what is she doing? I was like, enjoy your birthday, girl, and then I found out what happened, because I didn't see the interview or hear the interview or nothing, and then I found out, I was like, oh. She's responding. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Now let me investigate. Oh, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, we're still bitter after 30-some years. Okay, I get it. So
up there looking like an Oompa Loompa.
I mean, that part.
Shut your ass up.
Girl, yeah, I was so done. I was
disgusted.
Just
don't make no sense.
None.
So right. I saw a clip. I think I sent it to you of this whole what made me send it and say this topic about we all live different lives is because I was watching something and somebody made a comment about Pusha T. Grits and Eggs podcast, he was giving a synopsis of the Clips album and was saying why they are just a wonderful mix, Malice and Pusha, why there's just this great harmony between them.
Right.
Well, somebody said Pusha T is not that great. All he do is talk about selling dope.
Oh my God.
So listen, we need to have a talk with Black people. That's what we're going to talk about. And I'm bringing this up, and I have Pusha T on the list, but I also have Tyler Perry on the list.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because what I noticed was people give Tyler Perry a lot of flack about the movies that he makes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of well, this they always like this, and this is so unrealistic, and people don't, why we always gotta watch these movies about this suffering, and why this, why that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched this show on ID channel called Body in the Basement.
Yes.
And so I watched the whole first season and the new season started. So I watched it on the HBO app. And so when it was a new show on, it alerts you like new episode. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, they got a new episode of Body in the Basement. Let me watch it. I haven't watched it in a while. Because I don't have like cable. I have like all my apps, and like, the HBO app has every like
Everything.
TLC, HGTV, Food Network. It has everything on that one
Mm-hmm.
particular app.
Right.
So the ID channel was on there too. And so I was like, oh, okay, let me watch this. I ain't seen it. I clicked the first episode of season 2. So I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I turn it on. And I hear them telling the beginning, and I'm like, this story sounds familiar. And so I'm watching it. And then they like, oh yeah, she was keeping people in the basement for profit. I said, oh shit, that's a fall from grace.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Tyler Perry story.
Mm-hmm.
And I go on to watch how this lady was, getting people who was, some people had mental handicaps, some people had physical disabilities, and she was locking them in the basement
Yeah.
and collecting their checks. And I was like, oh, this where Tyler Perry got this from.
Mm-hmm.
A fall from grace. This is what the lady was doing. And instead of on the movie, she had a son. And her son was working with her. In real life, the lady had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kind of laughed to myself. And then I think later on that day or the next day, I heard, the little thing about Pusha T. And I want to say this, Black people, we have got to get comfortable with the fact that even if you're not living that way or it seems unrealistic to you, that is somebody's life.
Exactly.
That's somebody's experience. It may not be your experience.
Mm-hmm.
But and I feel that I really am focusing on Tyler right now, which was not my intent.
Mm-hmm.
But in all of his movies, whether you believe it or not, that is someone's life.
Right.
Someone actually lives like that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is actually out there getting physically abused by their mother's husband.
Right.
Like somebody is actually out there being locked in a basement for years
Mm-hmm.
and being abused and beaten because she didn't just now see they didn't show that on the Tyler Perry show. They just on that movie they just found those people, but on the real life that lady was physically beating them people.
Yeah.
Few people died down there.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it sounds like so far-fetched and so crazy, but it's actually people's
Right.
lives.
And see, and this is a good topic because it goes further because it's like it just shows to prove that so many people are just so selfish and just so focused on just them and how things affect
Hmm.
them and what they go through and everything like that. You don't see the bigger picture. So when something happens
Hmm.
to somebody else, you're just, oh, that would never happen to me. Or, I don't believe that. Just like you're
Hmm.
saying with the movie, people thinking that
Hmm.
Tyler's just making up a lot of this stuff.
Hmm.
Or, it's just like just to always try to make people
Hmm.
look bad or whatever like that. No, these are true stories.
Yeah, somebody actually went through that. And
Mm-hmm.
then, okay, let's take it from the other side because y'all always say, oh, he always talking about the bad stuff. He's talking about struggle. Okay, let's talk about, okay, a lady, I saw her post her video where she said people come down on her on social media because her experience was not an experience of struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like her experience in life, and she's a Black woman,
Right.
was not, having to go without.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, that some people grew up like that.
Right.
I don't necessarily feel like I grew up privileged.
Mm-hmm.
My friends tease me all the time and say, "Your mama raised you like a white woman."
Come on, white
That's like
woman.
that's the going joke about me.
Yes.
Like that, you was raised white because I
Mm-hmm.
say like, oh well, my mom cooked dinner on Sunday. On Monday, sometimes we ate leftovers. On Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
she would cook again. Then we would do this on Wednesday, and then on like Friday and Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, we would go out. We had
Mm-hmm.
like Sometimes on Thursday nights we went out to dinner. But
Right.
this is just, and my friend said, "Oh yeah, you was raised white for sure. Your mama be sitting relish trays out and stuff when people come over, like, that's
And
white stuff."
does, right.
I mean, but that is the way I was raised. It's my
Right.
experience. It's not everybody's experience. But I
Mm-hmm.
have had some wonderful, amazing friends who did not live the same experience as me,
Mm-hmm.
who grew up pretty hard and pretty tough. But so what? We
Right.
still could come together and be friends and still love each other.
Exactly.
We have to be able to accept that everybody's story ain't gonna be your story. Just
Mm-hmm.
like all men don't cheat.
Right.
I told somebody this today, like, hey, we got to get, as black people, if for some reason we think everything gonna be hard in life,
Mm-hmm.
and if it doesn't present us with some challenge, we don't think it's worth having.
Right. Because we're used
I
to
don't believe
struggle.
that. Yeah, and we're used to a lot of trauma. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, I know I speak about that a lot, but a lot of plantation trauma is running through our veins,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all so used to that feeling of that adrenaline and that anxiety, that if you don't feel that, that makes you more scared than if you do feel it.
Oh, you uncomfortable as hell. And
Yeah,
it's just like a lot of people, like, remember, people didn't and still today, people say, "Oh, like, I didn't really get into the Cosby Show or Different World, shows like that were more
they
positive and
called it
uplifting." And
unrealistic.
they called it
Yes.
unrealistic because, like, what black family is, has two professional parents like that, living like this, have successful children, and all this other
Hmm.
stuff, and it's just like, you don't think that really exists, but that just shows just how narrow-minded
So
you
let's say
are.
this. Let's say it was rare back then,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
how many black families has it inspired to become
Mm-hmm.
that?
Right.
That little piece that
Mm-hmm.
we had to see black people in a positive light,
Yes.
how many lives did it change and did it influence? We went to HBCUs because of those shows.
Mm-hmm.
It was no other option.
Right.
I didn't give my child another option,
Thank you. Hello.
like, because of those shows, because it was embedded in us.
Mm-hmm.
And we really should get back to that being a thing.
Yeah.
We need to just put old shows back on regular TV.
Thank you. Yes.
Because even with y'all writing news sitcoms, everything is too sexualized.
Mm-hmm. It's too sexualized. The jokes aren't, I hate to say it, they're not funny because it's just like you're doing too much. You're trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to, again, and I hate to say this because I'm not making it, and I'm not saying that making I use the word because you're trying to push an agenda. But I
Mm-hmm.
think when people hear you say that, they think that you're talking about homosexuality.
Right.
No, y'all are just trying to push sex. That's the
Mm-hmm.
agenda that I'm talking about.
Right.
It's like everything has to be sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And that's weird.
Yeah. Now I never watched it. Like, I'm like, I'll use two examples. Abbott Elementary, I do watch that, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised that it's lasted this long. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not sexual. It's not.
Exactly.
It's funny and it's just normal.
Right. But um, Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. had a sitcom that
I
didn't
watched a
last
few
long.
episodes of it.
Yeah, and I was mad I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could catch it or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
from what I heard, it was really good. But
It was
because it
Daddy's
didn't,
House or something.
yeah, yeah.
Daddy's House. Yeah, it was good.
But it wasn't stereotypical of what you want to see now on TV. That's why
Yes.
it didn't last. Because it didn't even last, like, what
Yes.
was it, like 5 or 6 episodes, if that?
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? It's almost, and then this is, and I don't ever want to seem like I'm attacking anyone,
Mm-hmm.
but it almost feels like you can't have, and I don't think it has anything to do with the times, because I'm a person who thinks that, gay has always been around. You have to
Right.
also remember my mother, if I'm 45, she's
Mm-hmm.
been doing hair for about, what, 48 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in a shop.
Right.
I am the definition of a shop baby.
Okay.
My mother has worked she has worked at a place that was called Jolie's
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. She has worked at JC Penney's when
Mm-hmm.
Penny's was in it, how they used to have a salon. You could
Mm-hmm.
smell it back there in the back.
Listen, as soon as you
She
walked
used
in.
Yes. She used to work at Penny's. She has worked at Fiesta, and she has
Mm-hmm.
worked at Black Shops. She has worked everywhere. So
Right.
I am not a stranger to the gay community. When
Mm-hmm.
she went to start working at black shops, there were 3 gay men there
Hello.
already.
Right.
So, and I'm talking about old school gay because this was like 92.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just feel like sometimes it feels unrealistic that in every single friend group on every show that one person or 2 people are gay.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't seem realistic all the time.
Right.
And
Right.
that's, I think, why people get the idea that they're forcing this. And that's what it doesn't, when it doesn't feel natural and it feels
Mm-hmm.
forced, those shows don't always do good.
Right. That's true.
Like I used to think Nene's show was so good with the couple. What
Mm-hmm.
was it called? The
What
New
is that?
Normal? Is that what it was
Yeah, I think
called?
that's what it was called.
I
Yeah.
used to think that show was so funny, but I also could see that in some instances it felt a little forced.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody is not on board, it does tend to, it's gonna fizzle out. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
fizzle out.
Right.
You know, it has really, I hate to see that sexuality has become the thing that has divided us.
Right.
Like,
Because I mean the thing is sexuality has always been there, but when it like you said, when it comes to showing something that you're uncomfortable with,
yeah.
because I'm glad let me put this out there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So there are tons of us that, are now LGBTQIA
Mm-hmm.
who grew up when there was nothing like that on TV.
Right. Right.
So I could do the argument that if I felt that way,
Mm-hmm.
of who I was as a teenager or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and I'm seeing Cliff and Claire always all over each other,
Right.
you could be forcing straightism. I'm just going to, I know that's not a real word, but let's
Right.
just
Right.
you could be forcing.
Heterosexual. You could be
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I was trying to,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
trying to be, ignorant, but but yeah, you're forcing heterosexuality on me,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody wants to see that argument because that's the normal, quote
Right.
unquote
Right.
normal. So that's why I just laugh when
Mm-hmm.
that's the biggest thing when people say, you know, you're forcing, like if you have now on the fence, I am someone who doesn't think that it needs to be on kid shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
And
you
I think that's where this is where the line is getting, like,
yeah.
that's where it's getting like pushed.
Right.
Because listen, we all went to school, we all know kids who were, if I don't know how you classify, who were different.
Mhm.
So we all knew that they had a different sexual preference than we did.
Right.
We didn't make a big deal about it.
Mhm.
And now what the only thing that is troubling me, I think that really like makes me a little sad inside,
Mhm.
is like, let kids develop more. For
Right.
us to be um telling kids that they're not old enough to vote, old enough to drink, old enough to drive, but you
Mhm.
allow them to undergo surgeries and stuff, like, it's
Mhm.
like, let their body, like, let them, I'm not saying be against it at all,
Right.
because it ain't gonna change from 13 to 18. If this is the
Exactly.
life that they want to live and this is what they want to do,
And that's
you
how they
just got to
feel. Yeah, because
accept
it's
it.
more of a feeling. It's not just what they want to do, it's how they feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if this is the case, the feeling is not going to go away.
Mhm.
I think that is where, and I think that's what has turned the conservatives, like, they have like turned up the fire about it
Right.
now, because I
Yeah.
think the surgery and the changing, I think that's when they felt like, oh no, we're gonna have to do something.
Yeah,
And
like
at the end of the day, the only thing they care about is reproduction,
oh yeah, that's it.
and they
Yeah.
see their reproduction in danger.
Mhm.
It's in danger.
Yeah.
And I think, because some people tend to live and not really talk about race, act like it doesn't exist.
Mhm.
But listen, white people feel the choke around their neck.
Oh yeah, they're terrified.
They're watching white women breed with black men.
Mhm.
They are watching white women date Asian men.
Oh, and FYI, interracial, y'all worried about gay marriage, but interracial relationships, interracial marriage is on the chopping block too. If you haven't been paying attention this week, but go ahead.
Yeah. Like because you guys, I try to explain this to people as plain as possible. Let's go back a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, Before COVID, white people were dying in droves.
Yeah.
to drug overdoses. When that, so I'll take this county that I live in, for example. The medical examiner couldn't fit no more bodies. It was that many people dying from drug overdoses. And so, and it was white people. A lot of white people are dying from dope. Probably way more than they was losing to COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to think they've had 2 huge losses in white bodies.
Yeah.
They have lost white bodies to fentanyl, to dope. That's why they push so hard about drug trafficking. But if you notice, they push hard about getting white people into treatment. They don't even want to jail them. They want to treat them because they need them on the street for reproduction. I'm going to keep telling y'all
That's
this.
what it comes down to. Let's be real.
And now they lost a lot of people to COVID. They lost a lot of white people. Now, we only focused on our community because, yes, we lost a lot of black people too. We did. But they don't care about that.
No.
They don't care about that because they feel like we're reproducing enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We ain't really, I mean, it seemed like, I think y'all having a talk with y'all kids about sex and condoms, but the other side of the stories I'm hearing is y'all ain't really talking about that because,
I mean, hello.
Whatever. But they don't care about us.
Right.
They care about them.
Yeah.
They are losing in numbers because now did they not just lose bodies to dope? Did they not just lose bodies to COVID? They are losing white women to non-white men. Which means you're making non-white babies.
Right.
They need white babies. And I know y'all don't like to hear that.
But, I mean, come on now.
But it is the truth.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
This is the truth of the matter. Why do you think they was pushing so hard about abortion?
Right.
They don't care about us having abortions. They've always wanted us to have abortions.
Yeah, it's not
They've
about
always
us.
wanted us to be sterile.
Right.
What do you think Planned Parenthood was built on?
Right.
Eugenics. They always wanted to feel like they were superior.
Right.
They have always thought less of us. They don't care if we give birth. The white women are not giving birth.
Yep.
They don't want white women to keep having abortions. Like, y'all gotta wake up.
Right. That's why I laugh every time I see these black people on there defending it. I'm like, child, this ain't even about us, you know.
Child, this ain't got nothing. This ain't our fight.
Right.
And that's why the 82% or 89% of us have been sitting down looking. Because this ain't our fight. They ain't even thinking about us.
No.
Because you see what they've been doing with black women. Listen, we knew this was going to be some type of attack. For the last 3 or 4 years, everybody been saying, oh, black women are the most educated women on the planet. Black women are the most educated women on the planet. Black women got the most degrees. Black women got the most education. He couldn't wait to get in there because he said, I'm going to fix you black hoes.
Exact that part.
And what did he do?
Fixed them.
Now the unemployment rate is 350,000 black women ain't got no job.
Listen.
Educated black women. Educated black women.
Yeah. Yep. So,
they want to cancel government contracts. They want to cancel. I just read an article yesterday. They canceling research about black maternal health. She got a $3.2 million grant. They canceled it.
Yep.
Because again, they don't give a damn if you give birth to a baby or not.
Thank you.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn if you die in childbirth.
Because that's still a huge thing.
That is not their goal. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
not their goal. Their goal is to keep white women healthy and white women producing white babies.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now y'all better pay attention.
I mean,
we can only say so much.
That's it. We can put it out there, but you gotta, that's all we can do. We can just put it out there, and
And if Gavin Newsom run for president, vote for him.
Listen,
let's just focus on that.
I mean, can we just talk about how wonderful he is, and just how he is trolling, and how he is and I'm going to get serious in a second, but just but what he's doing. The funny thing is what he's doing, and it's correct. It's working. Is he's basically just tweeting and posting just like Trump. And he's doing it on purpose, and they're getting so pissed because they realize how ridiculous it sounds.
It's a little method that my grandma called. She grew up in the hills of West Virginia.
Okay.
And she calls it, you kill my dog, I kill your cat.
That part. Thank you. That right there.
That's what she calls that.
And that's what it is.
And Gavin gonna ride that out into the sunset.
He's gonna keep doing it. Yep.
But yeah,
But yeah,
you
but
know,
we told y'all earlier we want Gavin, and
yeah.
that's it right there. So
Hmm.
yeah, So
So
yeah,
be mindful of that, y'all.
yeah, just keep
Cause you
watching out.
see what, man. Let me tell you what I saw
Mm-hmm.
that really pissed me off. They was walking around DC asking these people how they feel about the National Guard takeover.
Yeah.
And people like, this is just an infringement on our rights and this and that, this and that. And they put, excuse my language, I hope this come with a parental warning. They put some coon ass nigga on the thing.
Of course.
A kappa at that,
Oh Lord.
with a red, his beard was dyed red. He was dark skinned with a red beard, literally red,
Mm-hmm.
like Kool-Aid Man red.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him, but I didn't hear what he
He
said.
had on his kappa hat,
Mm-hmm.
his kappa t-shirt, and his red beard talking about, I love it. He doing what he's supposed to do. Oh my
I mean, see, and that's where we talk about you don't see the big picture.
God.
We know there's a lot of crime in DC. We know there's a lot of crime in the major cities, but look at the big picture. Why is he doing this? Why?
My God.
Just
Oh, people used to
ignorant.
say you can't see the forest for the trees.
No. Mm-mm.
Jesus. I see why Harriet Tubman pulled out that file on a lot of y'all, because
Listen. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, some of y'all need to be left behind.
Right.
It ain't no hope. It ain't no hope for real.
It ain't. It ain't because when stuff like that happens, it truly shows you who should have been left behind.
What they used to tell us, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Mm-mm.
I'm not ever saying that all black people are like, we ain't all unified.
Mm-hmm.
There's a group of us who don't understand. I get it. I
Right.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I also get is, when you in position, you prefer your brother over all.
Thank you.
You prefer the black man over all.
Mm-hmm.
Because if his presidency isn't teaching you anything, it should always teach you to pick your people first.
Right.
Pick the side of your people,
Thank you. And that just
no
lets
matter
me,
what.
yeah, and people like that just let you know who they voted for.
Because he rich.
Yeah,
He pick his rich friends.
exactly. Thank you.
Look at the people who he gave jobs to.
Yeah,
Them wasn't even the people who was out there stepping and fetching for him.
listen, they paid
Because
for
did
them
you see him
jobs.
give any of those black people a job?
Uh,
Oh
we knew that
my
wasn't going to
God.
happen. He ain't got not one
Y'all
nigger.
got
Excuse
to
me. And yes, I
be.
said because that's exactly what they are. He ain't got one N word up in that cabinet.
It's like, y'all, my God, y'all.
Child, I'm like, y'all so stupid. Just
Bless y'all
dumb. I mean,
hearts.
that's it. That's
Because y'all
it.
just refuse to see it.
Yeah.
You refuse to see it. And to still be out there just like, what did Jesse say? He hate them people.
Yeah, I
I'd vote
mean,
for Donald Trump. That lady was on TV crying. Y'all,
crying.
he kept. I really want to ask him. Is your hearing? What did you think he meant when he was saying that
Thank
stuff?
you. Thank
Did you
you.
think you weren't in that number?
Mhm.
You did know that you didn't have any citizenship, right?
Exactly. It don't matter how many businesses you own, whatever, it don't matter. You are on the chopping block. He does not like you. He does not care.
Girl,
Child.
it's like modern day roundup.
Listen,
Just,
it's bad.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
I know what I wanted to ask you about. This just came to my have you
Uh-oh.
before we get into another topic, 'cause I know you had at least another one. Um did you hear what's going on with Gladys Knight?
No, but I got something to say about her. Go ahead.
Okay. So her son, I can't remember his first name, but
Mm-hmm.
it's her son with Barry Hankerson. So his last name is Hankerson.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's saying that her current husband now is basically forcing her that basically his mom Gladys Knight is showing early signs of dementia, and she's out here performing 3 to 4 times a week, touring and everything like that. And he's saying that he's him and his ex-wife, who I guess are still pretty close,
Mm-hmm.
they're claiming elder abuse. against
Well, go to
Gladys
court. They
Knight.
should.
Yeah, they
If it's
should.
true, they should go to court.
Yeah, because Gladys, just because she can still hit them notes, just because, she still it looks like she's able to perform and do her thing and can remember the songs, whatever, it doesn't mean that there's something going on. I mean, she is what, in her 80s?
Listen, I seen her up there on that stage in a
Mm-hmm.
one piece.
Baby,
And
listen.
let me just give y'all my speech on one piece outfits, on
Mm-hmm.
wrestling suits. That's what I call them.
Okay.
I am a firm believer. If you is walking around in a wrestling suit, the seat of your pants is pissy, and you ain't gonna be able to convince me otherwise. It stink. You say whatever you want, fight me,
Are you sure you
whatever.
want to start doing this on camera eventually?
Cause if y'all see my reaction on camera,
Girl.
I'm just telling y'all, it stink. I don't care what y'all
But,
say.
I
As
mean,
soon as I seen that sparkly wrestling suit she had on, and hers was baggy in the crotch,
mm-hmm.
I said, Brittany, she don't got no business with that little wrestling suit on.
Listen.
I said, and if them young girls, she probably got a Depends on under hers.
Listen. Of course.
Y'all need to bury them wrestling suits.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
enough. Get back
yeah.
to putting sundresses on.
Yeah.
Get back to it. But they should do it.
Yeah.
I advocate any senior person. If you feel like they
Mm-hmm.
being taken advantage of, report them.
Right.
That's your mama. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
she tell her to come over your house and spend the night and don't let her go back?
That part. What's he gonna do?
What is he gonna do?
Exactly.
You ain't
Yeah.
kidnapping her. That's your
Exactly.
mother.
That's your mother. And you're doing it, and you already have everything set in motion. So I mean, if
Yep.
they come up, and then what's his excuse going to be? Oh, she needs to work. Then
Mm-hmm.
that just lets you know everything right there.
Because who's signing them contracts? Who's setting up these dates? Him?
Probably. That's what it sounded
Oh.
like. That's exactly what it sounded like, that they were saying, because they were saying, basically, I can't think of her husband's name, but they've been together for, I think, 20 some years, and he looks a little younger than her. I'm not going to lie. Don't know for sure. But yeah, so I'm like, well, why don't you get out there and work? Why don't you go manage some other people, or, just whatever? I
They said,
mean,
Gladys,
okay.
you know you work too hard.
I mean, that right there. That right there. You
Child,
better
I done
leave
got
Auntie
Gladys.
Gladys alone. Let her enjoy her, twilight years.
My
She's
God.
been performing since she was what, 14 well, at least professionally since she was 14 years old.
Honey, that's too
Child.
long.
Yeah. I
I be really
mean,
liking these men, huh? Mm.
that right there.
God bless you. God bless you.
Child.
Cause they gonna get on your nerve a little bit. And imagine they still getting on her nerve at 80
Oh,
something.
oh, you know that, because I'm
Oh
sure they
my
go
God.
at it, but she's like, shit, I gotta make this money, so, and
I'd
she
have said I
probably
can
really
go live
doesn't
with
have
my
to.
kids. I don't even gotta do this.
That,
I'll go stay with my kids.
thank you.
Cause that's crazy right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that really that made me feel some kind of way, and it was like I couldn't even get mad. I just felt sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Old people need a break.
Thank you. It's bad
Let them just
enough.
be.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough those of us that ain't got no money,
Right.
that have worked, whatever like that, that we may still have to work at a certain age, just, the way things are
Mm-hmm.
going. But, with Auntie Gladys, who got this money, who's been performing and touring
And
and,
that's serious because I manage my grandmother's finances and I make
mm-hmm,
sure I buy her whatever. Because she never really bought herself a lot of stuff. My
right,
grandfather always did.
mm-hmm,
She had husbands that took really great care of her. But
right,
when it came to her spending her money on herself, she wouldn't.
mm-hmm,
Listen, I buy her any little sweater, gym shoes, sparkly sandal. I don't care what it is. Just
listen,
bought her a bowling bag the other day, some bowling shoes.
okay,
Like, you're gonna spend your money on you because
that
you spent a lot of
part,
your money taking care of us.
okay,
Let's get
listen,
what you want to get. Let's buy
thank
you
you,
some cute shirts and buy you
thank
some
you,
stuff for you.
mm-hmm,
That's why you gotta have somebody around them who care about them,
right,
because people will leech. They see that money, and people ain't really getting that much money. Like,
mm-hmm.
it's enough money to do what they need to do for themselves.
Exactly. To survive and possibly
So
have a couple dollars
yeah.
over to enjoy themselves a little bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you don't have somebody that's managing the finances, that's looking out for them, that
Mm-hmm.
want them to have a nice life in their older years, want them to be comfortable and live comfortably, Man, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is crazy. It's like, and you know
He
she
gonna
ain't
keep
comfortable.
on plotting on her, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He gonna end up dead. He better stop doing that.
Yep, because people ain't gonna play about that.
When people be trying to scheme and scam, they be done had a heart attack or some shit. Like,
Okay.
I didn't mean to say shit. I'm sorry. They be,
Girl, we done said everything else,
I
so
done,
it'll be all
I done
right.
got ahead of myself. They had a heart attack and dropped dead. Like, you gotta
Okay.
stop doing that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
stop treating people like that.
Right. Oh,
I
child.
did. It just came out
I
too,
mean,
right?
that's how you felt, shit. That's how you felt.
Was too fast, Lord. But
Girl.
I think we covered. No, we covered. I think I kind of focused on Tyler Perry with that conversation, but a lot of
Yeah.
times too, I was thinking about Pusha T because I hear so many people, oh, he just be talking about selling dope. That's his experience. That
Thank
was his
you. That was
life.
his life. And he's all, I mean, like you said, he's always talked about it. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
they would literally stream. So you would prefer what's that clip that everybody is playing them with Jay-Z? Sorry, Mr. Drizzy, for so much art talk. Silly me rapping about shit that I really bought.
okay.
God forbid you rap about stuff you really did.
That part.
While these other rappers bout guns that they ain't
They ain't
shot
shot. Drugs they ain't
and a
sold.
couple lot of shit that they ain't bought.
That part.
So you see, that's what's wrong with this generation. They
Mm-hmm.
like stuff. Y'all rappers are liars.
Yes.
The
Thank
rappers
you.
y'all like now are liars.
Mm-hmm.
We like truth tellers,
Thank you.
storytellers. We
Thank
like people
you.
who can give us actual recounts of their
And see,
lives.
that's why I always say anybody can rap, but everybody can't MC.
Listen, it's crazy.
It is. Child. Ooh.
Sorry, Mr. Drizzy, for so much art talk.
I mean, listen, would y'all rather him instead of talking about, what he's actually experienced in life, would y'all rather him constantly go at Drake and whoever else?
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
So I know someone personally
Mm-hmm.
who has been in the music business. A rapper. He's still in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
But he's an independent artist. And he said, that his label, he had issues with like a professional label
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted him to, like, on the mic go after another rapper. And he
Yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna create no fake beef. Like, I don't got no problem with that guy.
Right.
Like, they be really orchestrating beef behind the
Yeah.
scenes,
And
y'all.
that's why we don't pay no attention to it. We knew when the beef was real back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And even today, we'll know when it's real. Kendrick and Drake, real. Because you see, Drake is going out bad, honey. I mean, he's
Pusha
suing
T and
everybody.
Drake, real.
Listen, I mean, Drake's trying to shut record labels down, his own labels. So it's like, it's like,
That is insanity.
that is insanity. And y'all
Like,
still going up for him. I don't understand.
but
He
I'm
is
gonna tell
showing.
y'all a secret.
Okay.
The reason why he acting like that, because deep down inside, that's just a privileged white man.
That part.
And when white men feel threatened, they act like white women.
Mm-hmm.
They call the authorities. That's what they do.
Yep.
And so he mad. And the Jewish white boy inside of him is pissed off.
Listen.
And he wants some respect.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they do to get respect? They go to the authorities.
Yep. They tattle.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all let him in the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all let him slip through the cracks.
Yep.
He had a couple little hot rhymes, little jingle beats.
Mm-hmm.
Made the girls dance.
Yep.
And y'all liked him.
You loved him.
Mm.
Oh, he the second
And
coming.
he showed his ass on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't know what to do. Y'all still want to support your boy, but then a part of y'all's like, oh, he going out bad. But he going out bad.
He going out bad for
Yeah.
real.
And I'm loving every second of it because I told y'all about Miss Aubrey. I told y'all.
You've been calling that nigga Aubrey for years,
Listen,
too.
that's his name. He ain't Drake to
Aubrey.
me. Yeah, he ain't because he ain't showing the stage now. He ain't on stage no more. He is like you said. He is back to Aubrey. He is that white Jewish man,
Mm-hmm.
and who is turned
Yeah.
into a white Jewish woman. Let's just keep it real.
Yes. Yes. He's a woman now.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing exactly what a white woman would do.
Yep.
Well, he was raised by a white woman.
I mean,
I'm tired of telling y'all. when they got white mamas, and no disrespect now,
Mm-hmm.
but when they got white mamas, leave them alone.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be mad at them. You ain't got to hate on them.
Mm-hmm.
Just see what you need to see and just say, oh, okay, this ain't for me. Let me back away.
Right.
See how I be doing Kanye West? He showed
Listen.
me enough crazy for me to say, oh, okay, this is enough for me.
Yeah.
Y'all still over there playing in the grass with him.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Nope.
I'm out.
Done.
I'm
I
cool.
get it. I get it.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I am a firm believer in this. You ain't got to show me. You ain't got to tell me what you already showing me.
That part. Thank
Once
you.
you show me, you ain't got to tell me a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
didn't already show me what I needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to hear your apology. I don't need to hear you say nothing. You
None.
already showed me.
I'm
It's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
I
You
got
thank
it.
you. I'm cool. Yeah, everything's good. Okay, I
Told
get
you I
it.
was praying that the other day. Lord, don't double dip me. I don't need 2 lessons.
Okay.
I saw it. I heard you. I'm out of there.
I
Yep.
understand.
I got it. Just so you know, I got it.
Okay.
But y'all be wanting to be triple dipped.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Ain't nobody playing them games.
No, we ain't got enough years now, y'all, to be doing that.
Mm-mm.
You got to run now because you 45, 46. You ain't
Okay.
got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time to be playing with
No,
y'all.
you ain't got no spare years no more.
Uh-uh.
When you see it, cut left.
Thank you.
Cut left.
Yes.
I don't get out of there. Shit, I'm telling you. And on that note, you can follow us at girl underscore you know what at Dannie B Speaks and at Wellness and Women. And wait a minute, will your Dannie B Speaks page on Instagram? That's still cool, right?
Yeah, because the
Okay.
brand's still there. Yeah, the brand is still
Okay.
there. It's just going to
All
be
right.
the website is just going to be all new. So maybe another month or two, you won't like if you still go to the website. Thank you, but it's just going to be a little different. It's going to be very
Okay.
basic. It's not going to be all the little bells and whistles and everything like that. It's just going to be pretty much writing. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
until next time. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.